Shalom, shalom, call on La Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash, Barakatah Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Kakadash. Double honor to the apostle of GMS, the elders, bishops, and shalom to y'all, community faith, doing work in true sincerity. The title of this lesson is right in your face. It says, WEF says, and by the way, Lord willing, I'm going to speak in a lot of code because my page was recently striked, so I got to be a lot more wise. I just got it back. WF says CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currencies. And the WF means World Economic Forum. So these are the elites. These are your Job 9 and 24s, you know? These are your your physical partner, your physical counterpart of Satan. E must be under the, you got to take an incision if you want to participate in society. And those words are literal. We gonna get this first because that's what I had lined up. But when it says society, that literally backs up what Revelation 13 says when it says cannot buy or sell, because society is based on, the economy and the way, all that shit, it is off of one another. It all flows off of one another, The society is based off the economics, the lifestyle, the people. Like when we read the scriptures, what do we say? We say it's a people before it's a place. So what the people are going to be able to do, or what the rules are, is what the people are going to be able to do. Whatever the norm is. Lord willing, that made sense. And Lord willing, it's going to be straight and quick, straight to the point. Revelation chapter 3, verse 10, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. That hour of temptation is going to come upon the world and tempt, those who are of the elect, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. So this about to we coming into testing times, man. The only people that's going to pass this test is the elect. Yeah, fuck that. I thought I spelled the word scarcely wrong. The book of 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 18, and if the righteous scarcely be saved, who are the righteous? The righteous are the elect. The righteous are those who are on the right-hand side of the Lord. Where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? In other words, they're going to be wiped out. We're going to get more into that article. And, this is the spirit of the Lord, because the spirit of the Lord is prophecy. We'll get that too real quick. Because we do this at a nauseum. That's what the apostles say. And the word nauseum means, if I'm spelling it correctly, put this U right here. To a sickening or excessive degree, I heard the brother Yeshai out of Des Moines. He say, every brother, or you gonna see a lesson on this every day, which is correct, man. If you're in GMS, you probably push one of these every week, if not every month, for sure, or if not every day, but every month to a minimum, because this is one of the major prophecies on the table. Revelation 19, verse 10, I fell at his feet to worship him. He said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushai. Worship the Most High, for the testimony of Yahushai is the spirit of prophecy. The spirit to say before. And that's what we doing, man. We warning the people, getting the blood off our hands, gathering the Lord's people. We'll get straight to the point. Go to verse 16. And he, being that beast system, causeth all, both small and great, meaning, the giants, those that are of high renown, the Salakia, the rich and the poor. So, those who are affluent versus those who aren't, the homeless. A lot of them going to be vulnerable unless they're the elect. They're going to be taken up because they already, depend on this. Well, yeah, they depend on the society. So, they gonna say they got some free stuff and they gonna bite. Free and bond. So those who are in prison and those who are in prison, in the jailhouses, those people vulnerable, they gonna be trying to get their freedom, and they did that already with the snake juice earlier. A couple years ago, they cut some people's time down for taking that crap, which is crazy, man. To receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, it says two different things, because in the western side of the world, in the eastern side of the world, we operate, on different metric levels. Some people drive on the right hand side of the road. Some cars are built differently, things like that. In Babylon, we drive on the right side of the road, so it's likely that people are gonna be getting this thing on their right, hand, compared to like Sweden, where people are getting this thing on their left. And that brain, or Slovakia, forehead, when it comes to that, that's gonna be pleasing to those who have underlying illnesses, in their neural, meaning the brain, meaning the head. So if you deaf, blind, if you have senses that's messed up, if you what else didn't I say? You guys get the point, Lord willing. And this the point. This another point, verse 17, and that no man might buy or sell, save that he, meaning saving, unless he had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. So you're not gonna be able to participate in society how you do now. You can't go to work. You can't make money. You can't sustain your family on your own. Even though we don't already, the Lord does. But no more life as we know it, as we did know it. We prepare for that, and Lord willing, we are. Because we practicing these things, we preaching these things, and we believing in these things. We have faith that the Lord, He gonna deliver us out of these things. So back to that article. So that scoffing and mocking is really piping down. Because the elders and the apostles, when this information was coming out years ago, the people that was mocking and scoffing was a multitude, and that same multitude is no longer here. You got people that still bring out different doctrines and try to say this isn't the 100% truth, but that number is dwindling. And guess what? Those people who are saying those things got to give an account, for those things. They gotta talk to the people that they lead. They're gonna have to explain this, because the elect that are within these other camps, they're gonna question, man. Like the apostles say, the window shoppers, the Lord gonna drive them up out of those wicked leaders and give them, better pastors. Those things are gonna come to naught. If men out there are just talking out of their own behind, giving their own doctrines and thoughts and what they think is right, instead of coming through the Spirit and understanding and having the vision. Because to some people, like the apostles and other brothers, it's clear as day. It's not like brothers blindly lead or blindly follow, but the Lord will just make it simple. The Lord don't make it a stumbling block unto a lot of people compared to others. So WF has declared that all citizens must be implanted with the CBDC. I'm not saying that. In the very near future, in order to be able to fully participate in society, do basic things. The basic things like what? Like damn near freaking talk on the phone grid or the cell grid, such as food and water. These are the necessities that people gonna be tempted to get it for, man. You ain't got food and water. Some people barely can go on a fast, man. And you don't think people are gonna compromise themselves? When people are talking about the MOTB as sin or white women. According Khan. But this is clear as day, man. You can talk to somebody in the world and ask them what is this, and they'll tell you what they think this is, man. Let me get one more scripture, Revelation 14. Revelation 14, verse 9, the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast and its image and receive his charagma in his forehead or in his hand, you see it says hand, I don't say right or left, because a lot of people like to be funny, or what if I get in my left hand, my right hand? If you get it, you condemn, man. Ain't no way of taking it out unless it's surgically performed. This is gonna be implanted under your dermis. The same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, meaning righteous anger. He shall be tormented, and that he means he or she shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels. So the holy angels are going to be seeing things and orchestrating things along with the Lord, of course. You know, the angel Malach, Allah, other elect members. And that modern day fire brimstone is these ICBMs which these countries possess. So the Lord and in the presence of the Lamb, that's Yahweh Shai. Okay. And then Khan. So, these other nations, they're gonna be hitting Babylon, right? So it looks like these other nations are judging Babylon. These other nations look like they're in the judgment seat or in the power seat, but truly it's the Lord just using them to orchestrate judgment. The same way the Lord used Esau to orchestrate judgment on us. The Lord could use man to curse you or bless you. It says a man that pleases the Lord causes his enemies to be at peace with him, something like that. Roughly paraphrasing, Salaki if I butchered it. But Khan, with that being said, Lord willing, this was edifying. Shalom to y'all. Shalom, call on y'all by Shem Yahshua. Double honor to the Apostle G. Shalom to y'all in the faith. On to the next one.